I know, 'cause I try acid. Now I see through your habits, just like gadgets. You tell me with the two hands, I'm too bad. Wonder what you think's I like. Need me to get your bills paid. That's what you said. Well, guess I'm just too fake for that. So sit down, listen, think for a minute. Know it might be hard, 'cause you're uneducated. Break down, face it, breathe for a minute. I'm about to help you with your manners and respect. You get it? Just uneducated. But this so but you make it. One day, manners and respect.
What is good, GM?
I'm a realist.
We're gonna get started here. We're running a little bit late by a few minutes.
I never
My bad.
listen to the critics.
Starting the stage. Here we go.
From your feelings for cash. You tell me with the two hands, I'm too
All right,
wonder what you think's I like.
let's go.
That's what you said. Guess I'm just too fake for that. So sit down, listen, think for a minute. Know it might be hard, 'cause you're
Let's go.
break down, face it, breathe for a minute.
We've got an epic podcast to do today. We have Scott Herman joining us. He'll be in stage right now, and then we'll get all set up. Let's post this. Had to make a few adjustments right now. Doesn't look like we'll have Joe Boy joining us today. He's been a hard working boy lately, so he was not able to make it. He might be joining us later, but that's all right. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's go. Where is it at here? There we go. Yo, Scott's on the WAGMI defense right now. It's surprising, but it shouldn't be surprising, but it's always nice to see like the founders and the people that are building the game actually playing their game. It doesn't happen often. Does not happen often. Yo, what's good, Trauma? What happened to WAGMI? We just got started right now. Scott's gonna be in the VC in a second, and then we're gonna get all set up. Welcome in, Trauma Beats. How's it going? Hope everyone has had a nice start to their Friday. Got their coffee. No para. We just went live again. So we are doing our podcast episode. We have Scott joining us in a little bit. Search for someone here. Copy. You just finished reinstalling the chair around 20-30 minutes ago. Let's go, dude. I hope it's comfy. Yeah, Scott's great. I've been playing a little bit. I been having issue with BlueStacks on my PC, so I have to get it fixed so I can actually stream it. Otherwise, I can make some content on my device that I've been using, but it's called the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. It runs off Android, but it's an awesome little handheld device. It's pretty powerful for its size and the price. So I love it. Oh, let's go. We got Scott in here. Let's go.
Hey, man.
What is up? How's it going? All right.
I can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, it's Discord again, bro. Okay, can you hear me now? It's Discord, dude. Every time I start a stage, it just never works for people to hear me. So I have to like disconnect.
I can hear you now.
Okay, let's go. Let me DM you here the Twitch link. That way we can see your camera.
What?
Same bug, yeah, it's the same bug, no para. Okay, so Scott, I sent you a link in your DM here on Discord so you could connect to the Twitch. So you connect your camera there and I'll be able to pop you into stream.
Wait, so it's not through Discord?
Yeah, the VC will be through Discord, but the camera will capture through that Twitch link. So you don't have to have any volume on through the Twitch link since we'll be chatting through here. But this is just to capture your camera.
Okay. All right, so you sent it to me in Telegram?
Discord DM.
All right, so continue. So I'm gonna have to turn off. Oh, we're not friends. We are now.
Let's go.
What do you mean webcam disabled? Allow. 1 second.
All right, let's go. He's getting ready here.
Test.
I can hear you in
Testing.
Discord.
Test.
You're good. You're good.
That should wavelength. There we go. That should work.
Let's go.
Says the host or mod disabled your mic.
Yes. So we have it here.
After this, I'm going for a run because I've been in this chair way too damn long.
You know, I gotta start exercising more. Bro, your posts have been very motivational, for sure.
I'm happy to hear that, man. Oh.
Let's go. Wow. Dude, that is sick. That is so sick.
I didn't send you one of these yet?
No, that is amazing.
I
Wow.
Send you, if you want to give away some of the NFTs on stream, you can.
Oh, dude, that'd be sweet. That'd be so awesome.
Oh, I think you might have joined. I think we might have made our Telegram group after I did that. Let me see.
Hmm. A lot of Telegram groups.
Forward this into your group 1 second,
Okay.
so I don't forget. So the NFTs I give away, the person who gets it has to pay to have the statue printed. There's 5 options.
Okay.
But I just forwarded you the information, and I made a video about it so people can check it out.
Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I have your wallet.
Yes, sir.
Ghost Cat. Did you send me your MetaMask wallet?
Yeah, I put my ETH Addy up there.
Okay, got it. Yep. Okay.
No pair. Did I fix my hair just for Scott? Of course, dude. What the heck? You see this guy? I can't look all messy in front of him. Of course, of course. So we were gonna have Joe Boy, who usually does the podcast with me. He's another content creator in Web3. He does a lot of streaming, but he's been working. So today he's not able to make it. Usually we'll just do some introductions to get started. So I know we've chatted a little bit in the DMs here, Scott, but I do mainly do Web3 content. Obviously, I've been in the space for about like 2 years now. Before that, I was streaming like Star Citizen, Fortnite, and whatnot. And then I discovered Web3 through Blankos. So Blankos was my first Web3 game that I discovered. And then after that, I started, looking into the space, discovering all these other games, and I've loved it ever since. It's been an awesome journey. A little rough last year, just in life and in the space, but I mean, we push through, we keep moving forward. It's been very rewarding to see everybody win. So I love hearing stories of people being able to make a living off these games, but it's life-changing for a lot of people, and it's really awesome that this technology is able to do that for these games that we're having fun in. So that's me. I like to do gameplay. I like to show people that these games can be fun. Showing people how to navigate their wallets and everything. But it's been awesome. It's been great. So that's a little bit more about me. So
we're live right now?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Oh, it still says my mic is muted on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Mic disabled by host.
Yeah, that's fine. We're hearing you through Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
confusing me a little bit.
No, I like using the VC on Discord, and then the Twitch is just to get your camera on the stream.
Just to get my pretty face on
yes,
stream.
Of course.
Okay, that makes sense. You definitely want to have the best audio to capture my likeness.
And it's cool. This Twitch thing is kind of new. It's still in beta, but it's nice because I could get a separate browser link for each guest and have them on little screens here on my scenes here for OBS. That's why I like to use it.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
I see over here we got Nopera TTV over joining us today. What's up, Nopera? Yeah, well, so I'm glad that you're covering a lot of Web3 gaming. I'm sure the last year has been really rough for you. There wasn't too many games to pick from. Also, too, as a content creator, you have to be like, it's not the best to cover a wide variety of games because it's just hard to keep up with all the updates.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
A lot of times what you'll see the successful creators do is like, here's my 1 or 2 main games, and then if I do content on other up-and-coming games, it's fine, but your core audience is like, for example, like if you're a WAGMI defense creator, they're always coming to you for WAGMI, but they're happy every once in a while to see something else that caught your eye, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. It's been rough. So when I first started streaming, I kind of liked the idea of being a variety streamer. So that's what I kind of like market myself as. But I do want to focus on a main group of games. So my top 3, like for a while, ever since I discovered Web3, have been Star Atlas, Super Tripland, and BR1. And then occasionally I'll do content on other games. I'll stream other projects, but it is hard to keep up now because so many games have been developed like a lot more in this time. So there's announcements every week, and I'm just like, wait, what happened? What's going on over here? So it is hard to keep up, but no, but I like it. It's nice to change it up. I honestly, I get bored with one game for a long time, so I kind of don't want to focus on like one game because I would get bored. So,
oh my God, it's Other Humanity.
Sorry.
yeah. No, it's all good. There's the TTS in chat, which is fine.
MTV's Real World.
Yeah, I pulled up your Twitch and then I didn't mute it fast enough, so it echoed.
No worries. But yeah, it's been fun. I like covering various projects. Something I don't like to do though is kind of just make like a video or short or stream a game once and then just forget about it. Because I've had a few sponsored streams and content, but I like to keep that partnership going because I don't want it to just be about money. And it is nice because it's been rough in the space in general for a creator because it's very small still. It's a very niche category. So it is nice, but I still like to keep doing that content, keep that relationship going so that my viewers trust me more, that when I collaborate with someone, it's going to be long term. It's not just a quick little flip here, you know? So
yeah, and we don't like that either
trust.
because it takes like 6 or 7 touches for someone to engage with content. So
Yeah.
one and dones, unless it's like the meme coin side of the space where it's expected to be a one and done because it's get in, get out as fast as you can. I guess that's where it makes sense to do it. But in gaming, and more specifically with WAGMI Games, as you know, one of our creators now, we want you. First of all, we want creators that are excited about the brand, excited about the gameplay, the anime, the comics, and want to kind of dive into that and discover the WAGMI-verse on their own. And two, we want you guys making content on a weekly basis because, our hope is that the majority of our content creators stick around even after the campaign's over, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, like I never joined a KOL campaign to start playing Zelda for Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah.
Like, game is friggin' awesome. So I played it, 8 hours a day for years. And that's what makes gaming, I think, different than most other spaces, is that you really need to be here for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't. Like, you can just be seen as a grifter, like, immediately. Like, you know when somebody's pulling it out of their ass because they don't even know how to explain the simplest of the game mechanics.
It's funny that you say that because when I don't like to be mean or talk bad about other people. It's just, it sticks out a lot when somebody gets that opportunity to get paid, but then they don't even know how to play the game. It's like kind of like, I don't know, just like general things that you should know as a gamer. And it's
unless
like, okay,
you're hot and you have big boobs, nobody wants to watch that video.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you know immediately, like, okay, it was just paid for it. Like, they don't have no interest in the actual game to look up how to play it or what to do.
You want to hear a funny story? Here, let me grab something really quick.
All right. Yo.
What?
Oh no, I was just saying yo.
Oh, sorry. You okay? One of my Funko Pops just landed on my dog's butt.
Bruh.
I have a Broly cosplay. It's pretty badass. It's my wig.
Whoa,
So you guys know, Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, whoa. Is that the Funko Pop?
Yeah, I have the entire collection.
Dude, there's one that I saw at the store. It was like $2,000 because it was like super rare.
Which one was it?
It was a Super Saiyan one. I don't know which one exactly, but it was actually pretty cool because it glowed too.
So I have every single one.
Let's go. Yeah, I love Funko Pop. They oh wow, that's a nice little shelf there. Let's go, dude.
When I say I have them all, I have them all. Like every
Yeah.
single one that ever came out, I have.
Dude, let's get it. Yeah, I have a lot of Funko Pops too.
My most valuable is Planet Arlia Vegeta. He's like $4 to $7 grand on eBay.
Shee. Oh, that's crazy.
I named my dog Broly. Look, I got my sister-in-law gave me pants with my dog on it. These are my Broly pants.
Yeah, we got a hint to those earlier.
Yeah, the puppy pants.
Oh, the little
He's the
doggo.
legendary puppy.
Let's go.
Watch how mad he gets.
He's got the hair and everything too. Oh yeah, my dog does that too whenever I hold him closer.
He loves his daddy.
Hey yo. But yeah, that's nice to collect things, dude. I loved Funko Pop. I always had this like collector side of me ever since I was little, and I always felt that it was missing in games. Like I wanted Web3 before I even knew what Web3 was. There was a game called FB Funkies, I think. It was a really old PC game, and basically you had this device character that you would plug into the PC, which was the game, right? And you could buy these characters that you placed on top of it, and you could play as that character in the game. And it was really awesome because you introduce like this collection, want or need. So you collect these little figurines and you could play as those. And I loved it, dude. I thought it was the most amazing idea ever. But it didn't do well, so it discontinued. And that was like
Didn't Disney do something like that too?
I don't know. I don't remember. I know they have
Remember seeing like this thing come out for Disney where you could buy like all the characters from like all the cartoons they had.
Oh
and
yeah, I think they still have that with the Switch. But yeah, I thought
those are amiibos.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. They had something else.
So I collect only the Zelda amiibos. I have them all. There's like 36 of them.
Yeah.
Because Zelda's my favorite game. But yeah, I mean that's what's interesting, right? Ghost Cat is for the gamers that bitched and complained about NFTs. Like, well, you've kind of already been introduced to it through amiibos and things like you said. It's just the next evolution in that.
Yeah. No, it's funny that people complain about it. It's literally just the words. I mean,
it's just something new.
Yeah.
Remember, gamers were like, battle passes are cash grab.
Oh, dude,
right?
I remember that. Yeah.
Who doesn't have the battle pass now?
Yeah.
Microtransactions are and they are cash grab, but it does make like your gaming experience more fun on a mobile game because mobile games, because of the microtransactions, are able to continuously come out with new live op events and collaborations and new characters. Like you're paying money for a game, but at the same time, like you're still getting value from future live op events.
I think it was important for the industry to move that way because you have a lot of free to play games now, so you're allowing a much broader player base who can't afford an initial buy for a game, because I mean it is expensive over time. I mean, you want to play these games with your friends, but you don't want to have to buy into it, just to play it maybe once. So you have that option.
I mean, it was really, really important that we made sure WAGMI Defense was free to play and not pay for power. In fact, one of our guys, a couple days ago, Caesar, his name is Caesar, CZAR_WAGMI.
Yeah.
He said it took him 3 months, but he just hit rank 10, which is the highest, rank for the season, called Emperor, as a free-to-play player. He's like, I just hit rank 10, after 3 months of grinding. And that sounds about right. Like, it should take... Obviously, if you're grinding and not spending money, it will take longer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it shouldn't take, like, a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should take however long the season is. And our seasons are going to be 3 to 4 months. Oh, my nose.
Okay. No, yeah, my allergies are killing me, too. I'm a little plugged up.
My right nostril, like I feel like somebody's tickling me with a feather. Somebody must be talking about me somewhere.
That's funny. So yeah, tell us about the actual game, the genre that it is, and what players can expect. I think because I don't usually play TCG games. Um, I I'm a little new to the category, so I don't know similar games in Web 2 that
We're not a
people.
TCG. We're not like Parallel or Magic. Like we're not a trading card game.
Okay, see, that's what people compared it to that I've heard, Parallel and Magic, and I haven't played those. So
No, 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 no,
so
no.
what is the genre? What is the genre?
That's so I would our gameplay is very similar to Clash Royale, where you have it's not exactly tower defense. There's different categories of tower defense, and typically when you say tower defense, you're thinking of like an auto battler where you place towers and hit start,
Yeah.
and then the towers attack. We're a real-time strategy game. So think Clash Royale, where you have your 3 towers, you have a map, and you're dragging and dropping your characters on the map, and they have to both defend and cross the center of the map to blow up the opponent's towers. That's WAGMI defense in a nutshell, right? So gameplay is very strategic. As you start to learn the characters and you learn what their abilities are, are they mid-range, are they melee, are they defensive, are they offensive, right? And then you start to build your team around the strategies that you like to use. Some people like to start defensive, and then when the timer speeds up and the energy cost speeds up as well, they start to attack and get really offensive, right? Some people like to use spells. Some people like to use the airships. Some people just like to use ground troops. There's not one specific meta that's going to make you a top WAGMI defense player. It's going to change. What works against one person might not work with someone else. And what brings us all to Web3 is that all of the characters are NFTs. And because we are founding partners with Immutable, it's gasless minting. So like every time you win a battle, you get a war chest and you have 4 slots.
Yeah.
And then once you get that war chest, you hit open. There's a timer on it. You can either wait for the timer to finish. Depending on what rank you are, the lower ranked chests take 2 hours. The level 10 chests take 10 hours, right? You can speed open that by using the in-game soft currency called Adalium, which is something that you can buy, but also something you can get from winning battles.
Yeah.
And every chest opens, and the cards inside are NFTs. And we have a really cool system in the game where you can level up the card itself in terms of like attack power, and you can also evolve the rarity. So if you collect 5 commons, which is the blue card, it's like the basic one.
Yeah.
There's an evolve system in the game that burns those and creates a rare. And then 5 rares make an epic, and then 5 epics make a legendary. So people get really excited because they'll win a battle, then they'll open a war chest, and most of the time, you get a lot of commons, but you will get like rares and epics that drop as well to help you speed up the process of getting to legendary. And so like you see just as many videos of people opening chests and evolving cards as you do as gameplay.
Yeah.
So there's a really nice balance. And this is just the beta, right? Like this is just the basic core function of the gameplay loop. This isn't including all the live op events and the campaign mode and all the other fun stuff that we're doing. So
Ooh, there's gonna be a campaign mode?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
That's sick. I like that. Now I got a war chest. I haven't opened it yet because I want to open it on stream and I wasn't sure what comes in it, but now I know. So the cards you get to start with, those are NFT assets as well, right? Those
Correct.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome.
Well, as soon as you start the game, those cards aren't NFTs until you go into settings and then you log in with your email, and then that generates your Immutable Passport wallet. So those cards will get turned into NFTs as soon as you log in with your email.
Oh, that makes sense because you need an account. Yeah.
Because some people don't like to log in with their email, so we made it so you don't have to. It's like, yeah, you can play for free. It's just that you can't obviously go on the secondary market because there's nothing linking those cards to an account, right? But to create a wallet, all you're doing is logging in with your email.
Yeah, I had never used Immutable before, so it was a good experience. It was very easy. It's as easy as Pixels. I love the games that have easy onboarding for players because there's no friction for making an
Yeah,
account.
you can't have any friction. In fact, yeah, I think we talked about this before. So we're already partnered with Base, which means we're gonna have our game on the Coinbase Base network as well. And those players can still interact with the immutable players. We can put our game on any chain
Yeah,
because we've built out the back end bridging solutions. So if you want to trade your base cards with my immutable cards, like it just happens. There's nothing you have to do special. And that's the
that's
future
sick.
of gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Because I find that as a friction in a lot of games where, especially when they bridge to another network, you have to do it yourself, and you gotta have the fees and have all this stuff. Especially on
Yeah.
Ethereum, the gas fees are intense. So it's nice to see that you guys have that all set up, especially being on ETH and then on the L2 with Base coming. So that's nice.
Well, what happens when you approach another blockchain with a game, and it's almost like you're poaching their wallet holders, right? It's like, hey,
Yep.
we'll do this cool thing with let's say Solana. We'll do this cool thing with Solana, but your players have to make a passport wallet. And as much as we all want to collaborate with each other, Solana doesn't want their holders going to another chain. They want them to spend their money on Solana, right? And people get very territorial with where they like to game. Most Solana maxis would never even get another wallet to begin with. Well, I'm not playing that game. It's not on Solana.
Hey,
So-
that's what I say sometimes.
But that's the truth.
No,
right?
yeah, I love Solana.
But so that's why at WAGMI we do the reverse approach. No. Keep your Solana wallet. You can still play WAGMI. Just
Yeah.
once we collaborate and we set up the back end solution, you're good to go. Nothing's
Yeah.
changed.
No, I like that. I think it's important for chains to not integrate, but like work together so that it's seamless for the users. Because it is annoying having to set up a different wallet, for a game. There should be like one wallet that you could use for like every game, honestly. It's like Steam. You have one account, but you have all the games. And it became annoying when you started to have to make an account for each game. Like Call of Duty is mad annoying to like get into because you need an EA account or whatever, and you got to connect it with your Steam just to have your friends. It's not great. So
Yeah, man.
I love
no,
that.
I mean, well, you saw what happened with Helldivers 2, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a perfect example. That is a perfect example, dude. When PlayStation, I mean, great that they pulled back, but there was damage already done. Players.
Oh my god, dude. Irreparable damage was done.
Yeah. So that sucked. I thought that was
The
really
player
dumb.
drop off was like 90% or something. Like I saw the chart on I was watching the Nerdrotic video. It was like their Friday Night Tights. And you saw like the player drop off like barely anything and then just was like straight down.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And people were pissed that they couldn't even get a refund because they had already been playing for 3 months.
Yeah. Even though they said that you could, people couldn't.
Well, because so for anybody listening in, what actually happened was there in the fine print when you downloaded Helldivers 2 on Steam or Epic, it said you'll eventually have to make a Sony account, which nobody read or saw, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like at the very bottom, kind of hidden. And then after 3 months, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, go make your Sony accounts now." And everyone's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I think it's
So-
important to be like open to what you're doing with your game, especially if you're trying to hide like a Web3 aspect. We've seen that's not a good idea. So it's important to be transparent with what you're building. And that's why I always said that a project or a content creator should be open about using blockchain and Web3, because if you try and hide the fact, people will just get even more irritated or mad that you kind of tricked them. You know, they feel tricked. So you want to
Isn't that what
build.
happened with Mr. Beast? Didn't he do
Yeah,
like a gaming thing? Yeah.
yeah. I was going to the content creator, the creator something, that group.
Yeah.
Man, that blew up in their faces. I mean,
But also at the same time, like, did you not read the contract to see what you were getting yourself into?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they took it out of proportion a ton. The creators, because obviously their communities got mad, and so they're like, oh, all right, I'm out there. And, you know, they don't want to lose their
Yeah,
viewers.
exactly.
But I mean, yeah, that's why it's important to be transparent. I think it's just to get it out of the way, rip the band-aid off now, and then people will ease their way in, you know, as they see it. Because we need to have like positive notions toward Web3. I think it's important to say what you're doing so people can see like, oh, there is good projects being built. There is a nice, you know, utility to being able to own your assets and to sell or trade whatever, because the negative side of it is always, you know, blown out of proportion. Like, people will always pay attention to the negative reviews, so if there's no positive reviews about it, nobody's going to change their mind. So that's one thing I want to try and focus on, is make sure I'm transparent with the technology and let people know that there's good things about it, you know?
Yep. No, you're 100% right, man. There's definitely good things. It's just not everybody knows how to articulate and make things relatable.
Yeah.
If you can make something relatable, you can sell ice to an Eskimo, right? Isn't that the saying? So
Yeah. No, but yeah, I gotta play more. I've been trying to get BlueStacks to work on my PC, but it's been crashing, so I have to get that
did you
resolved.
download BlueStacks 5, like I told you?
The
Did I tell you?
No. I think X was working for me. I think 5 was giving me the crashing error. But
I never was able to get it working on X, but
What's the difference?
I don't know. I just know BlueStacks 5. You have to use Pi 64-bit though. Here, I just put the link in our Telegram. You want to download this specific version. There's like 4 versions of BlueStacks 5, and you need
Oh,
Pi 64-bit, and this is the
okay.
correct one.
Maybe that's the problem I had then. Good to
Yeah.
know. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I was curious to learn more about the token that you guys have for.
Yeah, the WAGMI Games token.
Yes. So.
So what's really great about the WAGMI Games token is that I think we're the only token in gaming that's pretty much all out on the market. It's like 86% is in circulation right now.
Oh wow.
And what's great about that is that there's no VC dump, there's no vested token dump, right? None of that's coming. Like what you see for the market cap right now is what the market cap is. And as the token starts to gain more in popularity, because it's a 100% utility token, as the game continues to grow, especially once we globally launch, sky's the limit, right? No, not financial advice. But the token, we always wanted to make sure that it had lots of utility. And we're always doing our best to add more utility as the game expands, as well as the universe. So right now, you can use the token for in-game purchases. In fact, we finally were able to add it to the beta a couple weeks ago. So you can actually use the token right now to buy everything in-game.
Oh, let's go.
You will only be able to use the WAGMI game token for wagering. So we're going to have PvP wagering battles where you can wager, $2, $3, $4, $5 in WAGMI games token, winner takes all, which I think is really cool.
That's cool.
You'll be able to use it to buy the battle pass, and then it'll also be your entry fee for tournaments. So we'll do some really cool tournaments with big cash prizes, and you'll use the WAGMI Games token to enter those as well. So bringing as much utility we can to the game, and the WAGMI Games token is also, I would call it our backbone token as we expand into other games as well, because we're going to be creating more as time goes on.
Yeah, you guys are building a lot. Honestly, you guys are like literally making your own huge IP, and I think that's awesome, especially in Web3, because projects are, they're getting other IPs and everything, trying to get into like well-known ones, but like to build your own strong foundation like this, it's pretty awesome. You guys got the comics, the anime coming out, so I'm really excited because you guys are doing a ton and it's actually good stuff.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm excited. I gotta get the token is on ETH, right?
Yeah, so it's WAGMI Games. If you want, yeah, I'll send you the Dex tool in case you want to post a direct link.
Okay.
But it's always best to go to our Twitter page because we have all the links in our link tree.
Yeah, I always send people Twitter accounts so they can get links there because it can never be too safe, especially in this space.
Yeah, especially when it comes to tokens. But yeah, you can. There's a lot of the different places you can get the WAGMI Games token. Of course, you can use Uniswap. That's what I use. It's the easiest. There's no token tax, so you can set your slippage to 1. We're also listed on BitGet, Gate.io, Mex Global, Bing X, Bitmart, LBank, XT.com, DigiFinex. So there's lots of places. And of course, as we move into global launch, the goal is to then start going after, more tier 1 exchanges as well.
Sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys also have the soft token in game, right? Is that kind of like a soulbound token to your account? How does that one work?
Yes. Yeah, the Adalium. Yep. So you can actually buy Adalium in game right now with your credit card, which a lot of people are. In fact, we saw a huge uptick in Adalium purchases once we started really pushing the beta with all of our KOLs because people are so excited to open their loot crates faster.
Oh, it takes time to open them?
Well, so the war chests, they have anywhere from a 2 to 10 hour timer.
Sheesh.
And if like so if you don't want to wait 2 hours, you can spend like 10 Adalium, right? And
that's cool.
If you want the 10-hour one, I think is like 80 Adalium, but 500 Adalium is only like $5.
Yeah, I think that's such an awesome usage for it because it's not pay to win; it's just pay to unlock this faster. That's really cool.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you can wait or you can open it now, and here's the solution, right?
That's nice. What made you guys want to use 2 separate tokens really for the game? Because I know some, like, you go to big time and there's like 3 different currencies you can get in game. It's really confusing. But what made you guys?
Well, in big time though, I mean they have raw materials that you use. Like you use the what the hell is it called? The lattice. Hold on, I have it right here. The you use the terracore when you're doing armor, and you use the blush flyer lattice when you're doing like clothing and things or something like that, right? Or a combination of both. Like if you want to make hourglasses, you need terracore, lattice, and the big time token, and you can earn all of those while you play. In WAGMI Defense, the on-chain stuff for WAGMI games, I mean, it has to be on-chain for the wagering, right? And everything else is just added utility to that. We see the wagering as being one of the biggest things that's going to happen to Web3 gaming. Because we've all wanted to wager. Like, it's cool doing PvP matches, but it's also much cooler going in a PvP match where there's a little bit higher stakes, right?
Yeah, and Mixed Mob is actually doing that right now, and I had just recently discovered it. I didn't know, but oh man, it really is a great feature to have, especially for viewers that aren't exactly participating and they're not really into gameplay, but they could still participate in the economy and support their streamers or people that are playing like that. And it was actually really cool. So yeah, you wager on who you think is gonna win, and then you get a bit of the pool if that person wins, and the player that wins also gets a bit of that. So it's really nice feature. I think it is amazing.
Well, what's also cool about so you can use the WAGMI Games token to buy anything in game, right? So let's say you put like $100 of WAGMI Games token into your game right now, and then you just left it there because you know, hey, this game is launching soon. There's all these catalysts coming. Maybe the value will go up. But all of a sudden, when we globally launch, that $100 in WAGMI Games token is now worth like $1,000 or $2,000. So now you're using that to buy the Adalium in game. How much Adalium you have will never fluctuate. If you buy $1,000 worth of Adalium, it's going to stay $1,000 worth of Adalium. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to be really careful with what the value is. So like, for example, in Big Time, it cost 90 Big Time tokens to make an hourglass. No, 90 Big Time tokens to refine like the core and the lattice. Well, when Big Time was close to 50 cents, right? Like, am I really spending $45?
Yep.
You know what I mean? To do this function in the game? That's insane.
Yeah, it got pretty crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we want to make sure that the utility of the WAGMI Games token makes sense. And also that, you know, for the traditional players in Web 2, like they're probably never going to use the WAGMI Games token. They'll probably never even do the wagering because they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? They have to be able to purchase a Dalium with their credit card. So the Web3 savvy people, they know what the possibilities are of a successful game, especially if they were here during the last bull run and you saw games like Axie Infinity hit a $10 billion market cap.
Oh yeah.
Right? Our market cap's like 23 million right now. It's primed and ready in my opinion. But you know, the Web 2 people don't care. They just want to play a fun game. So that's the experience that we deliver to them.
Yeah. No, it's real easy too to set up your accounts. I love it. So like for gameplay, when you're entering a match, I was curious, you guys have bots that you play with if there's no players?
Yeah, so in the beginning, you're going to get bots until I think you hit like 500 medals.
Oh.
Because we want the players to gain a good sense of the game, experiment with different characters and teams, and have an opportunity to try different strategies without just getting steamrolled by a seasoned player.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then after you hit 500 medals, you'll start to find real players that are closer to your rank. So there's buckets. It's like, I think 500 to 1,000 medals, 1,000 to 1,500, 1,500 to 2,000, and then like 2,500 and above is all the same.
Yeah.
And we actually just pushed an update for that this week to try to balance things even more. And if you do not find, there's a 25-second countdown. If you do not find a match in those 25 seconds, it'll start looking for an AI at like around 10 or 9 seconds left.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes the AI comes in and absolutely wipes the floor with you. So don't think just because you get AI, it's going to be an easy battle.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if somebody wanted to test game right now, how would they do so?
They would DM me, and I would just need a Gmail from them. So if you're an iPhone user, you're going to have to just use BlueStacks for now. I know it's a pain in the ass, but the good news is I will walk you through it in the DMs. I've already walked through like 400 people one-on-one.
Wow.
And I'm not even exact. I have the list. I can show you the list. It's if they're yellow on my list, they haven't gotten back to me. If they're green, they're in the game. If you have an Android, all I need is your Gmail, and then once I add you to the game, I send you a link, and you click the link, and it automatically downloads.
What a W founder. It's so rare to see that kind of interactions with founders and their community. Like you're doing that yourself, guiding people through it. No, but I love it, dude. The content you put out too. The fact that you put out content on top of all of that.
Well, I appreciate that, but I think it's important to note that the only reason why I, as a founder, can do this and be so one-on-one with all the creators and the people wanting to play the beta is because my fellow founders are handling everything else, right? Because there's 5 of us, the core team here, plus our other team members like our COO Brent Pease. He was a general manager at EA. Esteban Gil, a senior production lead, and the list goes on. But everyone on the WAGMI Games core team is so good and works so friggin' hard that we're able to really focus on our strengths and come together, a few days a week and have our meetings and kind of just get everyone up to speed. Yeah. And this is where I excel. I excel in the social media.
Oh no, yeah, I can tell. I can tell. You do. I mean, you have experience, obviously. It's clear with the content that you do. But I think it's really nice because you also, I think we've chatted a little bit with J Cluster and you, but you have an appreciation for content creators because you used to do the same thing. And it's really nice to see in the space, especially in Web3. Sometimes there is not a lot of recognition going around. And I think it's great when a project works with every content creator that they could find, like no matter the following size. So it is nice to work with you guys. You guys appreciate it. You appreciate content creators. So I'm happy to be working and making content for WAGMI.
I appreciate that, man. I mean, I do it because I love it. Like, this is where I wanted to be. I've always wanted to do something in gaming. It's just a matter of finding the right opportunity. My entire life, gaming got me into fitness, and most people know me from my fitness because I have 3 million subscribers on YouTube. But what got me wanting to work out was I wanted to look like my superheroes, like Captain America and Superman and Wolverine. Yeah. Those were my favorites growing up. So to finally be able to go full circle and come into gaming in a big way and really kind of lean on my passions, like I love collecting. Clearly, I love, card opening, box openings. I love going to the movies. I love reading comics, watching anime. Right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
So it's awesome.
It's a real passion. I love it. I love gaming. Why I was so comfortable streaming is because I've been doing photography and videography for like 10 years, shooting weddings and events. And when I started streaming, I had that like natural passion for setting up my lighting, my camera, everything. And I loved games. Games have been a very important role in my life. There's a few games that I played during some difficult times, and it just helped me get through it, So I love games. I think it's more than just wasting time, especially now that we have Web3 that are like changing people's lives.
It kind of feels that way. Like we all go through this phase where we'll play a video game for like hours and be like, damn, I should have gone outside today. But now that I'm building a game, I look back on all that time that I thought I wasted, and that knowledge that you can't get unless you play games is helping so much now, right? Like, you can't fake watching anime for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't fake a lifetime of game. Like, if you started playing video games 2 years ago, that's just not enough time to absorb a lifetime of gaming and anime and comics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know who the grifters are, the fakers.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So with the Broly cosplay, I was at a Kamehacon convention. It's like all Dragon Ball Z. And I was with this group of people all day, and then they started talking about like anime, like different animes, and I was just in the conversation. And a lot of the times I know more than they do because I like watch anime, and then I'm like, oh, who the hell is this guy? And I'll like go research and go to Wikipedia. You know what I mean? Like, what is this guy's deal? What's his background? And so like I forget which one we were talking about, but we were just kind of going off on a tangent. And then one of the people was like, Oh, we thought you were just like some dude who worked out who just wanted to walk around with his shirt off because Broly doesn't have a shirt. And I was like, well, yeah, obviously that is true, but also I watch anime.
That's funny.
Like I'm not a poser. I'm not here just for the lulz.
No, I think it's nice to have that experience behind the passion. It shows, especially when you have founders building projects. You can tell who really loves what they do and who wants to build something that everybody will enjoy while utilizing the tech. So that's nice. Even with Dr. Disrespect's game, I had a much better experience playing Dead Drop over Shrapnel. And I mean they're kind of different, but it's the same genre, right? It's the extraction type of gameplay. But I don't know, I felt like the passion behind Dr. Disrespect, right? Because he loves the games. He loves what he does. And I felt
he plays his own game.
Yeah.
So he'll play his own game and be like, this is shit, fix this, or this is awesome, let's do more of that, right? You like, so many founders do not play their own games, so how are they supposed to know that it takes one too many clicks to do a certain feature, right? How are they supposed to know, like, oh, instead of tapping this button twice, I should do a tap to hold? Right? It's like all these fine details that you just, unless you've played a lot of games to experience. Like, what's different from game to game? How are you even supposed to know what the options are? You just won't.
Yeah, you got to play it. I think that helped me too, because when I first came into Web3, I was Star Atlas was one of the first, like, second game that I discovered, because I love space MMOs, right? I played No Man's Sky. I've been a backer of Star Citizen for hella years. When are they gonna finish? Gosh darn it. But I loved that genre. So when I came into Star Atlas and played their game, I was able to tell like features and gameplay mechanics that they had over these other games because I actually played them. And for me, it was easy to see that they were actually building something for people to enjoy in terms of gameplay. So like Swagner, dude, he's awesome. I love his passion behind it. I know that he actually is building something great, you know, because I've played these other games and I've talked with him too. He's great. I've met him in real life a bunch of times, so it's been nice. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. The Web3 space has been awesome for me. I mean, it's an honor to have you like on my stream, on my podcast. I would have this opportunity in no other like category, I think, in content. So it's really incredible to be able to talk to founders and, you know, all these projects. It's great.
I think a lot of people, they think they're like Tom Cruise. Like, oh, it's cool to be unobtainable. And that just makes you a douchebag in my book. I've been doing this content creation thing for 13 years. I've been very successful. Again, my fitness channel was the first channel to do it full time. 3 million subscribers, over 700 million video views across all my videos. I've been on reality TV. I've been in movies.
What
I was
movies?
the head trainer. I was in I had a small role in a movie called Heist with has Robert De Niro, Gina Carano, Mark Paul Gosselaar, Batista, what the hell is his name? Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I actually had lunch with Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Batista. Super, super nice guys.
Wow.
I'm a
so
huge
cool.
Supernatural fan, so like I was trying not to geek out over meeting Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I mean, yeah. Did I say his name wrong? I think my brain's shutting down.
I butcher everybody's name, man. I don't get anyone's name right, so you're good.
No, I said it right. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, yeah.
Okay.
So all of my scenes were with Mark Paul Gosselaar. He played Zach on Saved by the Bell. Everybody knows him from that.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I was a SWAT team captain, Sergeant Thomas Forbes. I had my head shaved. It was great. And then before that, I was on The Real World on MTV. That was really cool. And then once my YouTube channel gained a lot of popularity, I became the head trainer for Lionsgate for all of their content. I did like movie integration stuff with them for like The Expendables, Day After Tomorrow, Central Intelligence. It was a lot of fun. Point of my story is my DMs have never been closed.
Yeah.
And if anyone tells you they're too busy, they're full of shit. They're just fucking lazy. It's like, oh yeah, bro. So how come I was able to handle it? And first of all, if you're so fucking successful that your DMs are so overloaded, hire a fucking manager to handle that shit for you instead of just like literally letting opportunities like be missed because you can't get in your DMs. Like imagine starting a business and people are reaching out to you to work with you and you're just like, no, I don't have time. I'm too important to answer these messages, right?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I grew up in the 90s. You didn't have email. You didn't have social media. You didn't have people reaching out to you to give you shit and work with you. You grinded for every opportunity.
Yeah.
And I laugh because I'll reach out to some people in Web3 and they don't even, like, they'll literally get like 3 comments on a fucking post and I'll be one of the 3 and I'll be like, hey, shoot me a DM. Your DMs are closed. I want to chat about this. And there's 0 response. It's like when someone comments on your post and they have a blue check mark, don't you like at least go to their profile to see how many followers they have, what their timeline looks like, what their fucking bio says?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like people are just so stupid when it comes to this stuff. And I don't mind being, you know, I guess so hard on this subject because I think it's something that if I don't say what I'm saying now, it's not going to set off any alarm bells in people's minds. Like you might not even be doing it on purpose. Maybe you're just not used to like following up with people and checking DMs and reading your comments. It just might be something that you're not used to doing because no one's ever really explained it to you the way that I'm talking about it, right?
No,
no,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Finish up.
Well, I would say it's really important to like stay up to date on your shit.
Yeah.
Period.
I feel that 100%. I myself, I am just bad at replying to people. Like even
99% of people are.
Yeah, and I like even my text messages. Like my parents will message me, and like I'll straight up look at it and be like, oh, I'll reply, and then I forget. So like naturally, I'm just bad at that. So I am trying harder to reply to people's DMs, especially.
Well, just like remember when you're when you're on Twitter or Discord, you know, every reply, I mean, that's money in your pocket. You're creating a community. You're creating, you know, you're maintaining longevity with your community, and that's going to make them want to watch your streams and tune into what you're doing and games that you're talking about. It has to be a give and take relationship. It's not 100%. Like it was 10 years ago where it was like not saturated.
Yeah.
It's like right now there's so many people on social media that how do you really differentiate yourself aside from your content? It's like, well, I like Ghost Cat Joypad better because he'll actually read my comments when he's streaming and he'll respond to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing too as a streamer. You got to reply. There's a lot of people that don't reply. That's why I appreciate like I watch bigger streamers and content creators so I can learn. And then also watch content creators that are in the same space as me to support them. I think it's important as a content creator to watch content. Like if you're not watching content, what makes you think people are gonna click on you? Like if I at least watch content, then I'll be like, okay, you know what, this is, you know, I want people to click on me, so I'm gonna click on other people. But the bigger creators that I like, obviously Dr. Disrespect, I love his form of content, but he'll go through and he'll read comments, he'll read all his donations, all his, you know, subscribers when they happen, and it's just the little quality of life that, you know, that he appreciates everybody that puts the time and, you know, money that they give him, and I think it's important. And even Ninja does that when he's streaming, you know, Fortnite. He'll reply to, he streams on like 5 different platforms, and bro's like reading his super chat, his Twitch, you know, donos. He's everywhere, but he's replying and reacting to people. I think it's important, especially as a live streamer, because why else go live if you don't want that live interaction?
Yeah, like why are you here? You know, like why the fuck are you posting photos on Twitter if you're not gonna even read your replies?
Yeah,
It's like you just make you look like a narcissistic asshole at that point.
even a like. I just make sure I like all the replies at least if I'm not gonna comment on them.
Before my next meeting.
Okay, I think I'm back. We're
Yes.
good. Okay, refresh your stream.
Alfaro says stream down.
I spelled that wrong, but yeah, dude, it's been awesome having you. You're great. Can't wait to play more of WAGMI on stream once I get the stupid BlueStack to work. Oh well, I will make content.
Hey, we'll get it to work.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's working somehow in the next couple days, so we are good. But thank you so much for hopping on, bro. I appreciate it a ton. It is a great honor to have founders like you be in my content and just to be messaging you. It's great. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Happy to be here and happy to join more in the future. And then, you know, I might even stream snipe you when you're playing WAGMI Defense.
Let's go. I love the stream snipes. I welcome it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Well, thank you. Hopefully we'll have more interactions like this on stream. We'll have to set some more up.
All right, sounds good, man. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend.
Deuces, sir.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Thanks for having me, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you still. I'm still live. I'm going to end it off here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We'll be playing some WAGMI. Hopefully Monday. We'll be playing WAGMI, and then we'll have some stuff to give away to you guys. But it has been awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next week with episode 8. Deuces, Chewy. DM Herman there to get into the game. I put his Twitter link right there, Chewy. We'll catch y'all later. Deuce.